Hello guys, if you're working from home, creating your own business, or invest in trading, and you looking for ways to relax, or trying to figure a way to dealing with your stress, feel overwhelmed, so this video is for you. So myself, I've been working from home since 2016. I started my business during that time and just building from there. So I consistently worry about futures and regret about the past. It's really hard for me to stay the present moments. So in these videos, I share my personal reflections and meditation lessons. So all the things that actually make me feel calm and stay the present moments. So I believe that's the best way to not feel overwhelmed. If this is something you're interested about, just keep watching.
So let's talk about work. As someone working from home and having a internet business, I often manage my own time and also have to discipline myself to creating tasks for myself. So I often ask myself, what's the key things that I should complete today? It's not like working for someone else, so I have to go to the office and working from 9 to 5. So there's no time limits. In the beginning of starting this business, I often working many hours. As everything goes into the place, then I don't have to working for whole day. Sometimes I may working for 5 hours or 6 hours. Sometimes I only work 1 hour. So it's really about things that I completed, and it's not about how much time that I should spend on my business. Yesterday, I summarized all my work into 5 categories. So I really believe that as a business owner, myself, I should focus on high level work so I don't feel stuck in my business. So I really want to work on my business. First type of job for myself is to analyzing and planning. Have to set up a time, and this is require high level focus. So I usually working on this task from very early in the beginning, low distractions, and I'm really not analyzing. So if something's wrong, I made a lot of assumptions, so that might help the business grow or might help the business solving the problems. I do planning a lot, especially I plan what my task for tomorrow, and every Sunday I also plan the key things that I should target for next week. I do annual plan, so I will set up general directions for this year, so not much details. So I often set up very broad directions, and details focus on weekly plans and daily plans. So I don't do any monthly plans because weekly things is actually very important, and also it's very controllable. Everything that's beyond 1 week is it's out of control, and something's always happening, so we don't very difficult to set up a monthly plan. So the second thing will be doing and implementing. So since I build up my business, I often don't have many tasks that I do myself. I outsource a lot using contractors and also using full-time employees. So I set up a process. I really enjoy to experiment new things, and that might open up to new opportunities. Also help me to keep my mind sharp. Next thing is solving problems. Usually urgent problems or some not urgent problems arise very randomly. I don't go actively find problems like what's the problems that are not achieving the goals that I set up earlier. So that's the first type of problems that I actually find myself proactively. Second problem is since everything is on the track, so whenever something is wrong, then my team or myself will notice, oh, there's a problem, some numbers is not right, and then we go analyze and find all the problems. So actually the problems is more coming from my first task, analyzing and planning. If we analyze deep enough, then we can always find some problems that we can solve in the business. Number 4 is communication and management and leadership as well. So that involves communicate with contractors, set up the goals, and then come up with the plans. Also to set up expectations for our team members, talk with our full-time team members face to face. It's actually make them feel good as well, especially we set up our goals together, and then I give them feedbacks and tell them, okay, what we should focus, what we can improve. When I give them feedbacks and they improve, we give them a big reward, then I think that's a very positive loop for leadership. I enjoy a lot when doing that part of the job. And the last thing is self-learning. For my business, I really have to set up a time for self-learning. Since I'm working from home and I don't actively engage in any masterminds or like communities like I did before, keep my mind sharp and learning something new on the internet or learning something from books or from a YouTube channel. And of course, it's really interesting. Also makes me excited about new opportunities that I can bring to my business, that I can implement to grow my business. So that's something that I'm really excited about when learning new things or experiments new projects. Hello guys, today let's talk about past self. I think I read one philosophy book recently. The key point that I remember is the past self is not existing in objective way. So basically, a lot of us feel stuck in the past and always come up as a solution that we become the way that we are now, or whatever we hate at this moment is all because whatever happened in the past. For most people, that's why we feel stuck, because we hate that experiences and we hate the experience that we remember that happened in the past, no matter if it's being with our family members, no matter if it's a boring experiences from high school or disappointed relationship or big business failures. So think about in opposite directions. The past self is not existed. We're not stuck in the past because we're looking at our past in a subjective way. Actually, it happens, but it's all because of our present of self looking in our own perspective, a way that's very subjective, and also the way that has bias, the way that we creating a stories that persuade us to believe that. We have excuses to stay in the comfort zones. Then we have excuses to not to change, afraid to go to new directions, or a place that we always want to go from our insights. The philosophies suggest that we should start everything at the present moments and then change the way that we see in the past. We change at the present and we change the way that we think about past, then our past has changed. Our present us has changed as well. Feel confused, that's totally understandable. So let's make examples. This one story of a young person. He always has to carry his fears from childhood to his adult life. He doesn't want to take any risk, and also he prefers to stay comfort zone because he thinks life is dangerous. He feels stuck. So based on his conversation with his mental therapist, it's all because he has this childhood experiences, how he attacked by a dog, and also and the bloods and all these childhood unlucky events that makes him feels about the wideness and also about lives, the past memories that he remembers, the past memories that he believed that actually happened in the past. That memory is actually stuck in his subconscious, and how and then this mental therapist find out that why he always feels uncertain things, and also feel that why and also he doesn't believe that good things will happen to him, and also he believes that he's an unlucky person, that if he's go to some uncertain place, or if he go out of his comfort zones, then some bad things will happen to him. So this mental therapist actually guiding him and finally change his memories and ask him and slowly guiding him to find out what happened to him after he got attacked by the dog. And actually this mental therapist guiding him and to recall new memories and how this young person actually gets saved by strangers after he got attacked by this dog. It's same experiences, but and actually make this young person feel relieved by that special events, and how the knife is supposed to be full of sympathies and kindness, and actually the knife is not dangerous. The knife is safe and the kindness and also full of sympathies. This example that I remember from this book that I'm reading, so is really proves the point that even the same memories, but if we change how we look at them or how we perceive them, it's actually we change our past self. No matter if it's objectively or subjectively, and no matter we always looking at the memories or looking at whatever happened in our own perspective, which is subjective. So if we're able to change our perspective, then we are able to change our past self, and also we are able to change ourselves at the present moments. Most of the time we feel stuck in the past because we believe, because we assume that certain things happens, which is why we become who we are now. If that's totally opposite way, then we can change everything, or we can change our past self at the present moments. It's really about how we perceive everything, and memories is totally subjective. It's not objective things, it's subjective. Whenever something is subjective, then we can change how we view them and how we perceive them, and everything is changed. Maybe history is the same. Think about whoever writing the histories. It's all because winner wins it all. So it's very subjective as well. If something that you believe, whatever happened in the past that bothers you, you can tweak them. Just change the way that you think about them. Maybe change to a new, different angles. See the memories, see the data in a 3D dimensions. Then you really get further know about yourself, and that really helpful to become different you, and also how to become best version of yourself. You can practice meditation, or you can write in journals. So you can start in practice using journaling. That's very helpful to bring you new feelings and new experiences to your life. So when we say we have complete our meditation session today, I would say it's not just about, I close my eyes, I sitting somewhere for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, or I did a mantra meditation, or I did a body scanning, I pay attention to my breath. So I would say those are great, but I think they are just a form of meditation sessions. What do we really practice when we do the meditation session? I think one for me is to practice letting go. Letting go will makes me feel less anxious. It makes me feel grateful for whatever I have, and also makes me stay peaceful to actually accept the things that we cannot control, and also stay peaceful and calm about the uncertain things. When I say letting go, I think first thing, letting go of those things or physical assets or the stuff that we chasing after in this physical world, like money, or like physical cause, or like recognition from others. So that's very high level of the things that we should practice to letting go. I'm not saying those things are not important. It's just during that meditation session, we should letting go of those things. And the second tier is to letting go of those people or the relationship that you feel very important to you, or get those important someone's or relationship out of your mind at that moment. It might hurt, but I think it's really worth to practice. Number 3, the last tier is to letting go of yourself. I think that's the most important thing for us to practice. A lot of our anxieties actually come from our self-egos. If we're letting go of ourselves, if we don't care too much about our thoughts or about our beings, then actually we will feel much peaceful to deal with our feelings in this physical world. For whoever that you think is most important to you is actually causing you a lot of conflicts as well. You might worry too much about him. You might thinking too much about what is she or he thinking of you. So when you're letting go of your important ones, then you will feel lighter as well. And then go back to the tier one. Same, the money or the things that you're chasing after is also causing a lot of conflicts. So if you want to feel truly relaxed or just want to take a break of our physical world, you got practice letting go of those things. All you're thinking about is at the present moments. You don't chase after anything. You're just letting go of everything because those things is important in the physical world, but it's not important to our spiritual, or it's not important to our soul. This is why I believe practice meditation is to actually practice letting go. Once we go back from meditation sessions, once we're done with our meditation sessions, our goal is to be able to live better and enjoy every moment of us living this world, or enjoying our feelings to better feel this world and also to better connect with other people. And lastly, to become best version of ourselves. So it's really not about what you do, and it's about how you do it. This is a great lesson that I learned in my 20s. I remember when I started business, when I was in the school, when I was learning something new, I always looking at someone else. That person is doing a great job. I think what he does is awesome. That guy is doing great in his business, so that business is so interesting. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, when I reading bios and always looking at what they do, and also focus on the things that they're doing. But recently, I really believe that every job is equal. This is something that really has changed my mindset. Someone who watched my previous videos, that I had internet e-commerce business. So I've been working on this business for almost 8 years. Maybe when I go back to China, I was not in the mood to keep building this business. So I was trying to sell them. I think there were 2 times I was trying to sell the business and then want to experiment something else. The first time that I was trying to sell is in 2020, and then the next time that I was trying to sell this business is 2023. And 2020, I think in my whole business journey, I was always doing one thing and then experiment something else. I think that's just my spiritual. So back in 2021, so that's the time I think we grow really fast. So this business I was trying to sell, and in 2023, same. I was because I was already in China and I want to do something else. If I was able to sell this business, then I would have money to do something else, and also I would have time to learn and to try the new projects. During that time, when I was thinking about trying something new, it always makes me feel excited. Maybe sometimes I do something on the sides, and I would give my excuses if I have enough money. So if I have enough time, then it would be success. But to be honest, that's just my excuses. I think the whole story is the attitudes. In 2021, I didn't sell because I was hesitant. So I was just trying to let's do a few more years and see how it goes. 2023, same thing. So there's always something that keeps me like not sell the business, especially the team members that I miss a lot. I had a really good time. Even on the internet, we all of us has a good relationship. Selling the business means that I have to say goodbye to them. I still have a lot of things to do, to work on. If I didn't do those things, then I may regret. When I think back, there might be a lot of reasons that I didn't sell, but during that time, it just makes me feel not right. I was talking to myself, this is not a good time to sign the deals. And in 2021, I didn't go that far. But 2023 is very close. I think everyone is ready, the brokers and the buyer is ready. I didn't sign because I didn't feel it's a good time. So I have to talk to them, and I have to say no. Everything is not going to nicely for everyone, especially for brokers and for buyers that they spend so much time with me. And I have to reject the deals. In past 2 years, I spend a lot of time working on this business again, and I also get my passion back, and I feel good. I really believe that was great decisions to not sell the business. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So attitude is very important, especially if you have similar personalities like myself. I really believe that a lot of entrepreneurs, they always have that exploring mindsets. So they always trying to explore something new. They always having these new projects. People just cannot stand any boredoms. So that's who I am. So I'm learning my hard lessons. If I change my attitude, then every job will be the same. Thinking about like one examples. If you think about a waiters, one waiters that he is very passionate and sympathetic and also selfless, and compare with him, another person, maybe he's a president, but he's very selfish and also greedy, and also he's not care about his job, and he's not care about take care of others. Which person you think that would be benefits to the world, or you think that which job or which person is actually much more meaningful? Every job is the same. It's all about attitudes. So I prefer to become a waiter, to be selfless, and also to do things to passionate about what he do on a daily basis. So to care about his job. I'm not saying that everyone want to be the waiter. It's just how you decide to work in your position. How you decide to work, how you decide to play that role in your position is very important to make you fulfill. Think about just if you feel bored or you feel lost your passion, your position. First thing, do not try to change everything, because if you change it, most likely you will feel bored again in your second job. Change your attitudes. I think it's super important for my past lessons, and change the way you do them. And for example, like myself, so my business, so I would say if I talk to myself, so all business should be equal, and my inner heart tell me that I want to be more valuable. I want to create more values to my customers. First thing that I always think about is to do something like maybe starting a tech companies, or to start or sustainable companies to help others, right? Or to change the world. If I'm not resonant with this purpose, I try it, but it doesn't work the way that I want to do. I feel bored again, because all the things that I try, maybe it's not the best solutions because of my talents or because of my capabilities. If I start a garbage tech companies or sustainable companies, it's probably not valuable to other people's, probably not change the world, right? However, if I do my own things very well, and the retail business, but I do care about my employees, I do care about my customers, I do care about the experiences that they shopping from us, then I can provide a lot of values naturally, and also better than things that I create tech companies, right, or sustainable companies. Also exploring myself, so who I am. I think I'm the person who always like to learning stuff or experiment new things. I don't like my business is because I stop learning. So if I keep learning, then I get my passion back. If I keep exploring the opportunities that I can grow my business, also find my passion back. So I like building stuff. If I keep building this business, instead of just cash out, I spend more time in this business. I invest my money back to this business. Then I would love more about my business, right? So it's the attitudes. If we want to be valuable, if we want to learn something new, if we want to explore, try not to change the things that you do. Just make sure change the way how you do that things. Lastly, attitude is the most important. If you feel bored about your job or about what you do. Hello guys, today I want to share one of my meditation experiences. The reason why I want to share it because it makes me so great and also feeling so peaceful. So today I was driving to a park near my home and it's super quiet. Nobody was near. I was parking my car in front of the lake. So just myself listen to the calming music. After 10 minutes meditation sessions, I felt like I was into the mood. Then I realized, okay, so what I really want. So what's the life is really about? What are we really chasing after doing this life or doing this journey into this world? So that peacefulness that I feel during the meditation sessions makes me realize the best moments is now. We don't come here to chasing big fortunes. We don't come here to chasing the futures. I don't want to expect anything from futures. The best moments is that peacefulness, is that the music and the lake and then just myself. I was so enjoying that moment. It just makes me feel part of the nature. Maybe the best moments is now. So we don't the past is already past, and we don't expect too much from futures. We just enjoy every minute at this moment. So when you practice meditation, that peacefulness is just so warming, and that feeling is just best thing that we should chase after when we come to this world. No matter what you go through life, just be always grateful about the feelings you have, because that's what life gives to you. Since our life is limited, so just always stay cheerful and then remember that peaceful feelings when you practice meditation. That's just the best thing you should go for, and that's the best thing that we should chase after. So no matter what level you are, so no matter what achievements that you have done, so always go back to the zeros. After that meditation session, I was talking to myself. So whatever I chase after is nothing compared to this moment's peacefulness, and it just makes me feel so warm. So that I really have to share that feeling with you guys. Hello guys, today let's talk about how to learn from successful people. When I was in my 20s, I read a lot of successful people's bios. I feel overwhelmed a lot of times, especially for example like reading books from Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. When I was young, I was like really idealistic. I don't know what exactly I want, but I get motivated by them. So I become workaholic. When I read their books, I truly believe if I work hard enough, then I will become one of them, making $1 billion and also creating a valuable business in the world. I feel attached to the outcomes or appear to be successful. Then I slowly lost myself. In late 20s, I feel very overwhelmed and stressed about my work. I realized there are many more important things to me and to my life and for my family as well. I realized I don't want to become someone else. Things that really makes me overwhelmed and at times because I cannot resonate with the purpose. I don't have a purpose. So if I just say, oh, I want to create something similar to them, I was focused on the things that appear to looking good. Ultimately, what makes me exhausted. 20s and also in my early 30s, I find out there's something much more important to me. Instead of just chasing after them or chasing after the fame, the wealth, I decided to spend more time explore my inner world and to decide to become my natural self and to decide to become best version of myself, not become someone else who successful in other people's perspective, especially successful entrepreneurs and politicians and famous people in the history. I'm not saying that we shouldn't read books from successful people. I do believe there's a better way to simply copy them. There's a few things that I learned from myself on how to read bios or how to learn from successful people. The first thing is when you're reading bios, instead of focus on the things that they do, or instead of focus on what things they do, try focus on how they approach, how they do things. So for example, when I read books from Steve Jobs in my 20s, I think I should do something in technology space because my degree is computer engineering, and also because how successful is Steve Jobs and his companies. So I believe the only successful way to my entrepreneurial journey is to start a tech company. At the end, I didn't start a tech companies, but I'm doing well for my current business. So what I'm saying is try not focus on the things that they do. Focus on the things, how we approach things, because we, like me and Steve Jobs and also everyone else has a different backgrounds. Everyone's situation is different. So we cannot just simply copy them because we're all different, and also we have different talents, and also we have different backgrounds, and we also have different natural advantage and disadvantage. So we really have to find out what we're good at and also our natural talents. Then we can figure out if there's something that we can do, or if there's something that we should copy them. To know more about yourself, when you're reading books, try and focus on how to do things instead of just a copy what things that they do, because I truly believe everyone has their own unique path to success. The second thing is we read bios, we are more likely to get inspired by successful people. The energies and the positivities is influential. So whatever you do, keep doing it. And when you read enough, when you keep reading, or when you get in touch with their mindsets, and you will get an influence naturally. Will help you to do better on your current things. Especially when you reading those bios, don't just simply give up what things that you currently do. Something that's very important lesson for me. All we gotta do is focus on what we do at the present moments, instead of just changing everything or changing the whole directions. Change your attitude and approach your current job or current business in a way that's inspired by the people that you model. When I read those successful people's books, I realized so those books actually force me to remind myself what my dream is. So if you ask most people from the societies, they will say, okay, they want to make more money and then they want to be famous. However, if you ask their dream, probably never going to be making money or like buy a big house or be famous. They must have something that they feel excited about, they feel proud of. Reading those books, take a pause and ask yourself what your dream is. No matter what age you are, you can always take a moment and to do this practice. If you learn from successful people, they all have attitudes, they all have that positivities, they all have a direction that they are chasing a dream, a big dream, a dream that's bigger than himself, a dream that's go beyond himself, a dream that makes him feel fulfilled. So that's a very big lesson that I learning from myself. We all become very realistic if we go to societies, but if we read those books, it actually help us to go deeper and find out what our dream is. Number 4, and don't try to become someone else. In the last point, so we already mentioned, keep asking yourself what your dream is. A lot of people today dream to become someone else, like what I mentioned when I was in my late 20s. So I was trying to become them. Become yourself, and to get an understanding of yourself, become more natural, and your goal is should be become best version of yourself, and maximize your potential, and maximize whatever God gives to you. I think that's very key things that I learned from my past lessons when reading successful people's when modeling them. So don't lose yourself. If you lose yourself, then you are like me in my late 20s. Feel overwhelmed, stressed, even you working really, really hard. Even you starting accomplish some things, it still make you feel empty inside. Finally, when you're reading books, when you're modeling people, is very essential. The reason why, because for average person like me, we are like stuck in our small group. No matter if it's families or friends, we always feel stuck and we don't know people that actually go beyond the comfort zones. When you're reading and you're actually getting to know people that's out of your comfort zones, and then that will change your mindset, and that will make you something that you dream of is possible, and something that's already doing it outside of your communities, and you know that there's a directions, and you know everything is possible. You can imagine that those people that you model in the books can be friends with you. Imagine what they would do if they are in your shoes. Overall, reading books can help us build a great mindsets. Don't lose yourself, and you can model them, and you can get inspired by them, and then you can change your attitude, but don't feel overwhelmed and feel stressed by become them. So that's something that I learned from my 20s, and in my 30s I make sure I want to avoid to make the same mistakes. All my goals, purpose and directions to explore myself, explore my inner world, to know myself better, so I can become natural self. I can become best version of myself and maximize potential, and hopefully to leave a dent in this world. Hello guys, so today let's talk about the topic. What suggestion would you give to yourself if you were 18? For myself, one suggestion, if you ask me this question, so one suggestion I would give to myself is to be relaxed, to chill, and enjoy your 18s. So why I would say this to myself? Because when I was 18, I was thinking too much, and I consistently worry about how other people think of myself. Like I would go crazy on comparing myself with others. I would feel bad about myself. Also, I really want working hard, and also I really want to get something that's I was missing. Getting recognition from others by trying something really hard. And also I was focused on a lot of things that I was missing. So I didn't pay attention to the things that I was on when I was 18. For example, I was super young, and also I was energized, so I had a lot of time. I don't have to go crazy or go super hard and always feel bad because I was comparing myself to others. But I was just enjoying the moments and do the things that I truly enjoy when I was 18. I could go out and have fun with friends, and also chill out. So just do the things for someone who's 18 instead of feel guilty because I was thinking how much things that I should do, or thinking to have a bright futures, what are things that I should do. Always looking forward to become a glow man, and to become sophisticated, and to become more complex. I was really trying to be more independent, to be able to make my own decisions. But I do forget 18 teenagers, so how important is to have fun during that age, and how important is to just enjoy the present moments, because time flies. You only has one chance to be 18 on that moment. A lot of things that we can do, for example, if you want to making like money, if you want to get a recognition from others, so all those things you can do later. What's really important for me when I was 18, just do the things that I was supposed to do when you are teenagers. When you have fun, just truly have fun and stay the present moments. Do not compare yourself with others, and do not feel guilty because you are missing some things. And feel great about what you have, and which is to be young, and also which is energized, and you had a lot of time. And also, one of the key things that I remember, when you are 18, you had a true friendship. That's basically the things that I miss the most. Because when you grow older and it's getting harder and harder to make a true friendship. I remember the best friendship that I had owned is always your friends when you were in high school, or your friends when you were in the college. Enjoying your 18s, do not worry too much about the futures, because you only have one chance to be at that moment. So be fully immersed in the college or in the friendship, whatever. Like your parents, forget about pressures that your peers give to you, the parents and the societies. You have a lot of time you can do later, and to be chill, to relax, and do what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying you should be lazy, but just be fully enjoying the activities that you are doing at that present moment. When you have fun, enjoying the experiences. When you go to school, and remember that's the time that you will learn fast, and that's the time you will miss the most when you growing old. Trying to run away from schools, because the things that you will learn from high school or college will give you the best experiences and feelings that you will never have when you get out of the school. Be yourself, stay chill and relax. Hello guys, today I want to talk about how being selfless can help us to become best version of self, and also to live a happy and fulfilled life. Yeah, I really believe I'm a selfish person. Also, I believe that everyone has a selfish genes in our DNA. So no matter what we're trying to do, no matter how we help others or thinking for others, there's a needs in our subconscious. The most selfless person in the world, they probably have the moments they are selfish. However, in today's videos, I want to focus on to find a balance between selfish and selfless. I think people like my wife, they always think of others, but they forget take care of themselves, and they will feel frustrated, and also they will feel tired, and their body cannot stand that stress, and they will feel exhausted. So it's very important for a person like my wife starting off themselves and starting to take care of themselves first. About myself, I believe I'm more selfish, and a lot of times I was focused on myself and also focus on my desires. I know exactly what I want. In my marriage, my wife is more selfless. A lot of times she sacrifices and take care of my personal needs in this family. Yeah, we had this conversation a lot. I asked her, what do you want? In my world, I know exactly what I want. I want to become best version of myself, spend a lot of time on self-improvements like meditations and writing journals, reading books. But whenever I ask my wife what exactly she wants to do, what things that makes she happy, she doesn't know. In my marriage, she wants me to be happy. She has done a lot of things to serve me, and also to help me in my journey, or to help me achieve my goals. Most of the times we can be really great partners, but in those few moments we have conflicts, we fight each other's. It's because I really believe that we lost the balance. She can take care of herself, and she can find something that she's enjoying to do, and I help her to find her fulfillment. I also need to find a balance to help her and to serve her in her own journey. That's very important for me to accomplish my mission, and also to help me find the meaning in my life. So this is exactly what I feel, and I noticed that from talking to myself, or writing journals, or from meditation, I become much knowledgeable person, and also happier and fulfilled when I stop being myself. which means when I letting go of myself, letting go of my egos, and actually start take care of my wife. Start thinking for my wife. Start care about my wife's needs. Especially I had this desires to help her find the meaning for her life. When I reach that balance, I actually feel much happier. Also, my anxieties, worries, and stress go away naturally. And that moment makes me feel super fulfilled. I really love that part of myself. And I enjoy it. Just want to share with you guys this night reflection after meditation. If you feel anxieties and had a lot of worries and stress, try it this way and do something for others. And letting go of yourself, it's okay to have these moments to letting go to be yourself. Truly not feel others and really want to do something for others. It actually helped me to become better myself.
Your personalities create your personal realities. So that's a quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's resonated with me a lot recently. It actually resonates with the meditation practice I'm done lately about rewriting your childhood experiences and memories. Notice myself and including other people. Most of us making decisions really based on what we lack of in our childhood for the things that we're missing. For example, love from our parents and respect from your dad, and you consistently want to prove yourself because you pay too much attention to you in your childhood. So that's what I've been experiences myself. When I say rewriting my childhood, I mean just do the meditation and then creating a new story and new experiences in my brain, and then really tell myself, okay, I had a perfect childhood, so I didn't miss anything. It's all about how I imprint them. So I would tell myself, okay, my dad loved me, and also I don't have to prove to anyone because in my childhood they do give me attention and they do respect me, and I do have like perfect parents and also perfect experiences from high school. It's kind of a refuse to allow your childhood experiences to limit your future experiences. It actually help us to become a new us in the futures, and then that will help us to become best version of ourselves instead of just keep chasing the things that we think we're missing in our childhood. You can be very supportive, especially the way how you interpret your past memories. For me, I think that's very beneficial to rebuild the new self and also the new future. For everything that you think you're missing, or you feel regretful, or you feel that you didn't have, because that's all because of your brain, and that's all because you give a meaning to them. Think about it, so you have a perfect childhood is really helpful to give a new meaning to everything. If you're doing in the right way or done with enough practice, you might change your present moments, including also future moments. And sometimes it can also help you really rebuild the realities in your past. That's all because the neuroplasticity helps your brain to reorganize and reconstruct every data and information in your mind. When you repeatedly visualize and then form positive narratives, then you will reinforce pathways that associate with positivities and resilience. Second is memory reconsolidations. Every time you recall memories in your minds, you actually select updates before storing in your minds again. So for this meditation practice, we actually can influence our old memories. So the way how we emotionally relabel them. So this is what I do when practicing meditation. So first thing, like all guided meditation we had before, sit in a comfortable chair and then close your eyes and pay attention to your breath for 5 to 10 minutes. Here, your mind is clear. Everything goes slow. Maybe you don't thinking too much, and you tend to have less racing minds. Your brain frequency is about alpha states. Then that's the time how I do the practice. And then to writing my childhood, just have a conversation with myself and like mantra meditations. So I told myself that okay, I have perfect childhood. Parents love me, and they are unselfish, and then they care about me. All the things that's linked to what I feel that I'm lacking of. From very general, I go a bit specific a bit, like what happened in a test in my high school. So I was getting high school during the test. I had a good relationship with all classmates that I have. So after that, I will bring my mind back to the present. And so now I had a perfect childhood. So what I'm going to live at the present moments, I'm going to bring that feelings and the states, the peaceful states, the things that abundant mindsets back to the present, and also visualize how I'm going to live in the future. So that's it about these videos. I hope you can start practice. If you notice yourself you made some bad decisions because of you think you had a bad childhood, then all right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a peaceful and lovely day.